Welcome to Skook's Tarot. This is a reading, a general reading for Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus. This is a reading for the 1st and the 5th to the 15th of August. If it doesn't resonate with you, check your other planet. Do the recent past, future, present, and the future. Okay, there we go. Looks like you have forgiveness. Oh. In the recent past. Now, since I'm doing these before the 1st, it could be this is energy you're experiencing right now if you're seeing this before, or energy that's just now passing away in your past. None of this is existing in isolation. You know, we all have these energies linger from time to time. And then we have giraffe, which is heart. And we have higher vision. Overall energy of the reading is Eight of Pentacles. Okay. It looks like, just before I even look up what the deer is all about, I don't know if somebody has said something to you that was truthful, but a little sharp and hurtful, perhaps. Or you haven't had healthy... It's also a card about having healthy boundaries. Now, Aquarius, people don't always respect the boundaries that should be there. Okay? And I know, if you're a gentle person, it's awfully hard if you've had these boundaries trampled on to regain them. I can speak from experience because it upsets people when you reclaim your boundaries. It really does. They don't like it. They think you're being, some negative name. Just add your own insulting name to that. They'll call you that. Starts with B sometimes. And rebuilding your boundaries can be challenging. Okay, Aquarius? And you need to remember that it takes letting go and letting go of negative emotions. And that's what the book says. Forgiveness is an act of letting go. Free yourself from pain by releasing negative emotions. Forgiveness is a powerful healing tool. Okay? It's not like any of us get out of this stuff. We all, I think almost everyone, has been here. Not sure why that's so washed out. Queen of Swords, she knows the truth, and if you don't tell her the truth, she'll cut you with that sword. But she's also has that compassion and understanding within herself. But that sword is that boundary, okay? I think she's offering this sword to you right here to cut your bondage, cut the binds that keep you where you are, to take off the blindfold, to get out of this mud, because these swords aren't really keeping you there. The only thing keeping you there is the fact that you're tied up and can't see where you're going. And it's about, you have this very, very self-negative thing going on here. And the book says when you maintain anger, resentment, ideas of revenge, or feelings of abuse, you choose to store the emotions within yourself that hurt you mentally, even physically, as your body may translate them into pain or illness. Forgiveness is saying, I don't want that energy any longer. I free myself from pain. I do this for my own good. And that's what the Queen of Swords is going to help you do. That's a part of you inside that has the power to cut the binds that are imprisoning you in your mental mind effery, basically. And you've had this burden a while. You've been carrying this burden a while. It's heavy, and you're about ready. You know, maybe you've already put it down. Maybe this is something that's already happened. You put your foot down, you freed yourself, and you released your burdens. But don't forget to forgive, because you'll just attract more of the same thing if you don't have that forgiveness. Okay? Now, giraffe is, that's the current energies, and it says heart. Follow your heart as it is your best counselor. It has all the answers you ever need. And so here I see another sword of, this is sword of fears. And this is sword of regrets and self-loathing. And then you have this card of hope and divine inspiration and asking for divine magical blessings to come to you, that hope. And then you have this Five of Swords, which is like, I know it looks kind of mean. You've got 3 swords and 2 on the ground, and there's somebody back there that's going boo-hoo, boo-hoo, and one person's walking away going, well, I lost that battle. But this is also, I think, about seeking integrity and an opportunity to grow. I think this is standing up for yourself. You finally picked up the swords that were being used against you and stood up for yourself. Now, you may think that's countering the forgiveness. No, sometimes you've got to reestablish those boundaries. You can try to do it in a loving heart space. Okay? Sometimes you got to get a little stern. Because you can't really, if your boundaries aren't being respected and being trampled on and everything, you can't live from a heart space. You're living from a space of fear and self-doubt and regret. And the star is promising you divine intervention, okay? And then we have in the future eagle, which is the higher vision. They fly very high in the sky. And they can see their prey from a long distance away. And it says, fly high and observe the situation from a broader perspective. And sometimes when you're in the midst of this sword energy, oh my gosh. It's very limiting to your vision. It keeps you in this very, very small space in your mind. And this keeps you from seeing the bigger picture. You can't see beyond this pain, beyond this fear, beyond this doubt. That's all you see. In these circumstances, what you've been through, you've had your heart stomped on pretty good. You don't get the star unless you've been through some really hard stuff. You've had to learn to forgive. You've had to learn to honor your feelings. And the promise is, if you step back and stop to gain a higher vision of the situation, you will be healed. It'll help you heal that pain and all that stuff you've been through. Okay, Aquarius? Because under higher vision, you have this wonderful King of Wands, which is king of passion and creativity and honor and fire. spirituality, passion. And you have another sword energy, but this sword energy is the healing part, the mental and emotional, the mental healing of all these other cards that have popped up. Finally, in the future, once you can step back and see that, you're honoring your heart and your forgiveness and everything you've done has brought you to a place of healing and repose and peace. And then you can once again carry that sword into battle. You'll have that passion, you'll have the energy, and you have the overall card of the reading is 8 of Coins, which is dedication to service and fulfilling work, working toward a goal. You'll be able to go run it, have the energy and strength to go toward your goals once you get rid of this, the burdens you've been carrying. Once you forgive things, let go, forgive, heal your heart, step back and see what you've accomplished. Be good to yourself, love to yourself. Sometimes when you see the big picture, it is easier to find a consensus in which all parties win, at least partially. Even though you want to be, you want to be the winner. Sometimes it doesn't satisfy your heart just to win in this way. Winning this way is much better. The Knight of Swords is also swift, decisive action. So once you've rested and everything, you're going to make a decision. It'll have to be about your work or what you do. And that's going to be, it might surprise people, Aquarius. They might go, whoa, what's gotten into you? Well, after what you've been through, I don't think you're going to have a problem doing it, because I think you've learned to heal yourself, to have that star of hope, stand up for yourself, forgive people, and move on. Overall, the message from the universe is taking risks. That's what this is about. This is about taking a risk. This is like, I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. Passionate, quick action. Let's look at taking risks. Shows a high plateau. When you draw this card, it's time to step beyond your normal everyday life, take some risks, face your fears, which is what you did here. You faced your fears and you put them down. Okay? Do things in a new and unorthodox way. Listen more to your inner voice than to the voices and opinions of others. Rather than running from potential failure, embrace it. History has shown those willing to face failure will often succeed in a massive way. So, they're telling you, have courage. Have courage to follow your dreams. Take the rest you need after what you've been through. You need it, okay? Speak your truth. Keep those boundaries up. And I hope this helps you out, Aquarius, and have a wonderful first part of August.